Hello everybody, welcome back to Mark's Beer Reviews. Today we've got one of the newest beers in Tesco. It's been out a couple of weeks now, so I won't call it brand new, but it's certainly new, and it is the North collaboration from the North-South collaboration project. You might have seen a couple of videos ago, there was a South collaboration project. That was a Pavlova pastry sour from Brewed by Numbers. Staggeringly good down in Portsmouth. I think Brewed by Numbers are in London. And then you had Yonder from down near Cheddar in Somerset. This is the North, kind of, consider it a battle if you will, the North's offering. It is a double dry hopped IPA at 7%, and it is brewed by Northern Monk. I mean, Northern Monk, one of the best supermarket beer producers in my opinion. Overtone, who are up in Glasgow in Scotland, and then Neon Raptor, who I believe are Manchester. Let me just double check that. I believe they're Manchester. Nottingham, there you go. Neon Raptor in Nottingham. I mean, going through the brews and Overtone, I mean, I've got the Sabrosa there. I had a beer, most recent beer I had from Overtone was an IPA called the Brews. That was delicious. Neon Raptor, obviously, Night Drive Radio Session IPA up there. I've had a couple of the others as well that I can't really put my fingers on at the moment. And then Northern Monk, I have to confess, Northern Monk, I've only really had their beers out the supermarket. I've never put in a brewery order or bought them out of a bottle shop. But, I mean, their supermarket offerings are fantastic. It's a double dry hopped IPA. It's kind of what all of these breweries are good at. 7%. Yeah, should be really nice. I should say it was £3.50 out of Tesco's, which is probably the going rate for a IPA of this magnitude, if you will, in a 440 can. Right, let's get her open then and see what we got. Whoa, there you go. Bit of smoke on the can opening. I was really excited for this. I saw the breweries concerned, and I was like, wow, this should be something pretty special, even if it is in the supermarket. Right, straight away then we've got a 2-finger whitehead. It's kind of almost looks like cloudy honey, that beer, a cloudy honey coloured beer. Looks like a subtle carbonation in there, very slight. Yeah, just looks cracking, doesn't it? Let's get my nose in then and see what we get out the nose. Hoppy, orange, tropical fruits, passion fruit, pineapple, mango. Getting a nice pine hoppiness in there. Doesn't smell boozy, 7%, so it could be tasting boozy. It just smells very good. Let's go in, everybody. Cheers. I hope you've had a good day. It's Monday. I'll be putting this beer out in about an hour after I film it. I hope you've had a good weekend, and I hope your week's good as well. Cheers. Wow, what a beer. What a beer. It's tropical, got a super soft mouthfeel. I never look at the cans, but I'm going to guess it's oats. It's either oats or lactose, but oats normally find their way, or generally speaking, normally find their way into IPAs, whereas lactose is normally a stout and porter thing. Oh, that is just refreshing. I mean, I think I'm filming this about 6 o'clock. Just walked in the front door. It's absolutely bang on. 7%, you'd never guess it. 5.5 max from the mouthfeel and from the taste. Subtle carbonation, not a whole lot going on in there, but I think that carbonation complements the flavours really well, because it is a bit of a juice bomb kind of beer. It's probably one of the more juicy ones out of the supermarket, and you don't want that too carbonated, especially in the 7% IPA. My God, this almost feels like a 4.5% session IPA or a pale. A tiny bit of alcohol burn at the back, right at the end, pininess at the end that follows those sweet tropical flavours. Bit of orange in there. But above all, this is a refreshing beer. 7%, I mean, wow. Yeah, you would never have guessed. This beer could get you in a bit of trouble. There's a nice balance to this beer. So the sweet tropical flavours start dancing straight away. Then it moves into your piney, hoppy character. And then there's just this lingering bitterness. It's not too bitter, it's lingering. And it's lovely. For every bit sweet it is, it's nicely bitter. Lovely balanced beer, this. I would have expected absolutely nothing else from the three breweries concerned. Overtone of just do some absolutely banging IPA, same as Neon Raptor, and then we are all aware of what, get every little last drop, because this is absolutely lovely. There we go. We're all aware of what Northern Monk can do. Yeah, what a beer. To think this is in a supermarket for £3.50. That's really, really good. Really, really good. Oh. Right, let's have a look at the back of the can then. It says, Leeds' Northern Monk team up with Glasgow's Overtone and Nottingham's Neon Raptor to form the North's tag team against some of the finest brewers the South has to offer. Combining their shared passion for all things hoppy, the Northern Powerhouse doesn't read right. The Northern Powerhouse are represented. Oh, okay, so talking about as a collective. Are represented by a double dry hopped IPA packed full of Citra, plus Strata, Idaho 7, and Eldorado for a sweet, and zesty citrus, juicy tropical fruit, and dank bitterness. That's really, really good. Ingredients then. Where is it? I guessed hops, but I guessed oats, but you never know. Ingredients: water, malted barley, wheat, oats, hops and yeast. Yeah, nothing funny going on in here. Just a blooming good beer for a cracking price. £3.50. I mean, ridiculous. That's just really, really good. How does it rate against probably what dog's barking? It's not a Mark's beer reviews video if she isn't barking. My wife's just told us to be quiet. How does this rate against what I think's the supermarket's best craft, well, one of the supermarket's best craft beers in Northern Monk Transient? I think it's up there. I really think it's up there. It's a bit of a different beer in that this has a bit more bitterness to it. It isn't as sweet, because Transient's quite a sweet, typical New England style beer. I think this is a lot more down the middle of the IPA line. It's got that soft mouthfeel that you associate, soft, delicate mouthfeel with the sweet tropical flavours that you associate with a New England IPA, and then it's got that bitterness at the end which you associate with more of a West Coast style. This is more of just a straight down the middle IPA, whereas Transient's more New England, so probably slightly different beers in that respect. But in terms of quality, I think it's up there. I really, really do. For £3.50, you just can't moan. It's so juicy up front. So juicy. The malt character is very, very slight, and it just and that's great because it lets the hop character dance. I said sweet tropical fruit, but it's not overly sweet as a beer. It's sweet for a moment, and then it goes lovely and bitter. I think this is absolutely cracking, and well done to those brewers, because we all know supermarkets put these brewers under, you know, huge cost restraints. You know, at the end of the day, Tesco's got to put that. That's going in Tesco's for £3.50. That's not going in a bottle shop for £5-6. And to produce a beer of that quality for that price point, I'm in admiration. They haven't used any cheat codes, as in like adjuncts and all that other weird stuff that goes on. It's just a blooming good beer. And if I paid £4, £5 for this out of a bottle shop, I I wouldn't moan. I wouldn't moan. I think I think in terms of quality, you might start to moan at your £5.5, £6, but there's not many beers at that price point. In terms of 7% double dry hopped IPAs, yeah, it's just very, very good. £3.50, cannot go wrong. I'm going to rate it. Oh, this is just delightful. It's a 5 out of 5. It absolutely is a 5 out of 5. I think that is absolutely cracking. And in terms of the battle of North versus South, North wins. I think the sour was really good, but that is just absolutely blowing me away. I can't moan at that for the money. Right, everybody, I'll leave it there. I hope you've had a good Monday. Here's to the rest of the week, and I'll see you probably on Wednesday. Cheers.